Hey everyone, thanks for checking in back over here at the channel. What I want to talk to you guys about today is the Arken Optics turrets and the 2mm wrench and the 2mm set screws. So what's happening with a lot of people is there's a common complaint coming across the social media groups about people having their turrets come free and spinning around, possibly losing the zero or even losing the cap altogether and needing a replacement. So let's go over some simple fixes or simple precautions or ways to avoid that happening to you. So the first simple fix would be, hey, the Arken Optic does come with the 2mm Allen wrench. Keeping an eye on these screws, because let's face it, this is becoming a common situation. It is a known situation, so keeping an eye on these screws is definitely not a bad idea. I keep one of these little 2mm wrenches in my range bag and also in my hunting gear. So after I've been doing some shooting or my rifle's been exposed to a bunch of bumps and things like that, if I have it on my sling, hey, if I've got a minute, I'll check these screws out. It's not a bad idea. The other solution would be to get yourself on some kind of anti-vibration compound to put down in these holes or on the 2mm set screws themselves to actually be preventative and keep them from backing out. Do not use like a red Loctite compound. 2mm set screws without some heat reapplied to that, you're gonna strip those out and have problems. You may be able to get away with just a little bit of blue, and maybe some people can comment on that, but blue is also going to be pretty tight for what we're looking at here. Now 3M and some of the other companies that make the Loctite, or maybe Loctite itself is a brand, I don't know, but there is specifically compounds that are made for vibrations, and that seems to be the go-to type product, is these anti-vibration Vibratite, Vibralock type compounds to put on these screws. And from what I'm seeing, everyone who's been going that route has had success, and I don't see any complaints that, no, that didn't work for me. Along with using those products, well, there's some home remedies. There's people talking about using fingernail polish, a little bit of an epoxy or any other kind of glue, hot glue, whatever it may be. Anything that is going to keep these little set screws just kind of snug is probably going to work for you. When in doubt, I would suggest, if you're going to use some kind of a home remedy, using something that's going to be easily removable in case it doesn't work versus something that's permanent. One guy suggested just using a little bit of paint, and I think that could be a good solution. What I've used, and it's worked well for me, is I have some primer sealing compound that I dribble around my reloads that keeps moisture out of my ammunition. I'll put just a little bit of that primer stuff. I'll put a little squirt on there, and I haven't had any problems using that. And the other optics that I have that I just use at the range, I simply just check those often. So hey, with all that, it is a common question. I hope you find this content useful if you're looking to purchase an Arken Optic or you already have one and you're having some frustrations come your way. It's a simple fix. Use your wrench and some sort of compound to go on this really simple and effective turret mechanism that they're using. So with that, get yourself out there, keep on shooting. See you next time.